Well, it's Monday. That's right. Unfortunately, the weekend's over, but that's okay. Today we're talking about the shakiest gun in the West, and you don't want to miss this. We'll be right back.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Hey, Squeaky, I got a question for you. How's the moon cut his hair? You don't know? Eclipse it. Happy Monday. That's right. The weekend's over, and I hope it was a good one. Because now, that dreaded thing that is the work week is back. But let's start it out with a bang, shall we? Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for being here as always. In the description down below are links to all the stuff we find good and great. And if they're not there because YouTube hates us, thenerdyronin.com for all your nerdy needs. Okay, so today I thought I would go back to 1968 and watch a movie that I've never watched in full, and it was fantastic. That's right. I bought this not so long ago, the Don Knotts Comedy Collection. It's 5 of his classic movies, and I started it off with The Shakiest Gun in the West, made in 1968. Let's look at it, shall we? Hour and 41 minutes. A pardoned stagecoach robber becomes government agent and marries a naive and unsuspecting East Coast dentist in order to join a wagon train and catch the smugglers who have been selling guns to the Indians. Yes, it's that simple. Don Knotts plays the Pittsburgh dentist who wants to head out west to help all the poor people in California get their teeth fixed. Directed by Alan Rapkin, written by Edmund Hartman, Everett Greenbaum, James Fritzell, I don't know, Don Knotts, starring Barbara Rhodes, Jackie Coogan, and the great Pat Morita is even in this. If you watch this movie, see if you can spot him. Okay, so here's the deal. Everybody has heard of the Andy Griffith Show, for the most part. Andy Griffith is well known, and Don Knotts just as much so as his comedic sidekick in the Andy Griffith Show. But Don Knotts, the comic genius that he was, has some great comedy movies that have to be seen to be believed. Not a single one of them is bad. His timing is great, and in this movie, it's just fantastic. It is a Western in theory about the shakiest gun in the West, and boy is he the shakiest gun in the West. It's a madcap adventure, conspiracies, investigations, and a poor dentist who just wants to be liked. I don't think comedy movies like with Will Ferrell and John Candy and Belushi and them, I just even Jim Carrey, I don't think they would be as well known today without the classic comedians back in the 50s, 60s. You know, you got Jerry Lewis. I mean, and then even back further, Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin. There's a progression. Now, we all know entertainment today, especially comedy, is not funny. And most of the writers in Hollywood today couldn't write their way out of a wet paper sack. But back in the day, when you had movies like this, An hour and 41 minutes of straight, enjoyable story and fun. With a little bit of adult humor in it, but nothing. This is, for all intents and purposes, G-rated. There's no language, no nudity, no sex. But the adult humor's there. Just a little bit. But not enough to hurt anybody. Don Knotts was one of those people who could just make you laugh by the way he looked. His actions, his timing, it's comic gold. I even watched an old sketch comedy show, like 45 minutes long, where he was the host this morning, and it's just brilliant to see what he could do to make people laugh. These days, I don't think you get that same sincerity, if you will, because comedians and actors and whatnot today are so busy trying to tell you how to live your life and letting you see the personal, public side of them that it ruins the funny. In my opinion, it's hard to laugh at somebody when all they do is berate the fans and talk down to the people that pay for those movie tickets that keeps them in business. Back in the 60s and 50s and even further back when they made a movie, you knew nothing about these actors and actresses in their private lives. You knew nothing about it. All you knew was the story. And I think that was the better time. There you have it, you guys. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope your work week is going to be fantastic. And I think if you've never watched this movie, you need to search for it, find it, watch it, enjoy it. Because it is a great, great time. For Michael the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair in the back, and this fat nerd. We'll see you on Wednesday.